Ladies and gentlemen, oh, sweet Wesley Snips. It's Thursday. Thank God for that. Oh, not quite Friday, but it is Thursday, which is definitely better than Tuesday. I don't think anyone would dispute that. There's no one out there that's like, fucking love Tuesdays, man. Just Tuesdays. Tuesdays are my guy. Like, seriously, Tuesdays are my world. They're my everything. Like, you know, there's some weird fuckers out there that are all about the Mondays. They're like, gotta get that green. Come on, get some. Get out there. Get into the world. Just fucking push it. Just push it. I wish every day was Monday. And, you know, and then there's the rest of us who are like, yeah, well, you know, Wednesday's just sort of a non-starter. Thursday, though, man. Thursday's the new Friday. People say that. You know, people say a lot of stuff, though. Fridays, man. People are all about Fridays. They're keen on that one, but we'll have to wait till tomorrow for it. But still, until then, what have we got? I've got a lobster with a head full of acid. I've got an iPad with a sack full of shoe throwers. I've got a browser full of tabs full of bollocks. I've got a nutsack full of the blood of my enemies. And I've got coffee and memes.
Steady job and a couple extra potatoes. That's all I want.
You're getting on. You're pushing 30, Slugger. You know, it's time to think about getting some ambition.
Oh, I always figured I'd live a little bit longer without it.
Don't forget, kid, that what you're trying to do here is to be bright and chipper and entertaining and intelligent and sort of glitzy, and that's funny, and it's kind of cool, and it's interesting, and it's edgy, and all of that. It puts that facade of momentary charisma on you, and if you don't play that out, you actually fail.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to fucking Coffee and Memes, where the guy that used to make dubstep plays drum and bass and talks absolute bollocks for no good fucking reason every morning. Well, it's actually for a very good reason, and that reason is that I enjoy it and some other people enjoy it. So I think that is as good a reason as anything to do something. As far as I know, it's not hurting anyone else. You know, it would go against my liberal values, you know. If I'd have to you'd have to look at the context and what was going on. If someone was like, actually, coffee and memes every morning is actually causing me great distress and pain. Well, actually, there is probably someone. It's the woman next door. Bless her. She has to listen to this just the one single side of this bollocks every morning. Just, you know, thoughts and prayers. Maybe we could set up a Just Giving page for her, you know, pay for a nice holiday or something. I don't know. Look, I'm a nice guy. I want the best for everybody. Genuinely. I mean, I don't have to agree with everyone. Don't have to agree with everyone's lifestyle choices, but that doesn't mean I don't want the best for them. Okay, good. Right, shoe throwers. What have we got? New inside info release that came out this week. Yes, thank you very much. Karma Sync. Going to go with Karma Sync on that one. That's on the Cause for Concerns label. It's called Willing to Sacrifice. New Calyx and TB High. War Dub is called. Another one of those bits, Mindscape remix of Pythias. I mean, just going to go through that Pythias remix album because just literally it's just non-stop wall-to-wall romper stompers. And new AMC called Lookout. Nice bit of gear, all things considered.
Look into it.
Fucking hell. That's louder than it should be, do we not think? Probably a little bit. Knock that on the head a little bit. Fucking the Gremlins have been in here. Bloody the male feminists have been in here fiddling with my buttons. They're fiddlers, aren't they? Wandery hands. What have we got in the news today? Scientists made weed smokers choose between an orange and a bag of crisps. Who is funding this bollocks? Why are the scientists wasting their time? Fucking Nora. Gynecologists warn women not to put garlic in their vaginas. Fucking Nora. Crow with Yorkshire accent. Ask woman, you're right, love. That is probably the best thing I'll cover all year, actually. Male feminist news. Artist creates prints from vaginas using models found on Tinder. He strikes me as a dangerous man. And I think he should be avoided at all costs. Jeff Parsons giving it the How I Learnt to Stop Worrying and Love the AirPods. I don't know whether or not it's worth reading that. It's just, I mean, like, come on, man. Like, oh, so brave. Wow. Thoughts and prayers. So brave, Jeff Parsons, that you've managed to get over your worrying and learn to love the AirPods. Like, I am over the moon for you. Seriously. I mean, like, honestly, that headline, it should be something, it really should be like, How I Learned to Stop Worrying About My Facial Disfigurements and Learn to, you know, be confident again. Something like, not, oh, God, yeah. I've just been worrying so much about these AirPods. I'm just worried that I look like a twat. And friends like, you kind of do look like a twat. I just really worried that they might fall out or I might lose one. I don't know what, I'm worried to wear them out of the house in case I lose one. What if I put them in my pocket or my bag? And like, what if I'm on the tube and one falls out and it goes onto the railway track and I jump down to save the AirPod and I get electrocuted and I die? It's just like, it's too much. Maybe I should just go back to normal headphones. And then maybe after a significant amount of counselling, possibly some MDMA therapy, go off to Mexico, have some MDMA therapy, maybe an ayahuasca trip, you finally come to terms, you know, with your AirPods and you can just go about your daily business with them in the whole time, even when you're just holding normal conversations with people, particularly people in the service industry. You don't even dignify them with taking one of them out. Imagine being one of those. I really being my bonnet about this. But imagine being one of those people that when they address someone, maybe someone in the service industry, maybe a work colleague, they don't take their AirPods out. You should slap those AirPods out of their stupid ears. Like, what kind of stupid ears would you have to have in order for those things to stay in the whole time anyway? I put them in immediately, just fall straight out, just gone. Forget about it. What kind of stupid shaped ear holes would you have to have for your Apple AirPods to stay in the whole time while you're having meaningless small talk with co-workers? I, for one, won't stand for it.
It's appalling.
What next? Man, 74's visited 50,000 pubs. I misread that yesterday. I said 500 pubs. There is a significant difference. It says, beer's the secret to eternal youth. Good. I'm a keen drinker. And I'm glad that it's now good for me. Woman severs nerve and slashes artery after plunging knife into hand while cutting avocado. This is how the millennials are going to die, basically. This is the average age of the millennial will basically be about 40, I reckon. Or that'll be the sort of... none of them are going to make it past 45. They will all be dead from avocado-related injuries. Or from jumping down onto train tracks to save their bloody fallen-out AirPod. Woman accused of murdering husband after seeing bill for adult TV. Understandable. Okay, sex worker revealed... I'm really threatening to get into this for ages. Sex worker reveals unusual requests, including kicking men between the legs. Good stuff. And an enormous portion of listener mail today. I had an email from a young gentleman asking advice, and I've thought about it, and then I ended up writing down 2 pages of advice. So we'll get into that. It's good, I hope. Otherwise, I've just wasted everyone's time, including myself. Right, okay, come on, let's get into Inside Info, because that's why we're bloody here. This is called Twofold. It's on Inside Info's own personal label. Yeah, quite an early triggering for me today there. All it took was some AirPods. Robin. I'm hyped for the Big Lobster soon. I need to send you some money. Which video platform gets the most views? Facebook by a country mile. It's about 4 times what YouTube gets. Joe saying, man, Inside Info is the best classic era Ram artist that was never actually on Ram. That's for fucking sure. That's a weird statement that is actually true, in a way. Yeah. That's twofold by Inside Info. It's on inside the Infinise and Info's record label, which is good Infinise and Infinise. So that's a bit fun. I'm going to play tomorrow the other side of it. Mirrored. Fucking great 2 bits of gear, that. Well done. Good boy. Very nice. 10 out of 10. Right, come on. Let's get into the news in triggering. Artist creates prints from vaginas using models found on Tinder. Warning, male feminist soft boy alert. An artist has created a series of unique works involving prints of vaginas, having found his models for the pieces on Tinder. David Devotti, 34. Look at the state of him. God almighty. He's basically made of 100% pure soy milk. I wanted to create something that was shocking, yet able to spread a positive message about inclusivity and equality. Having had the brainwave of painting vaginas and making prints after he realised he couldn't get anywhere near a female vagina. After he couldn't get anywhere near a vagina, he'd say, oh, I know what I'll do. I'll set up an art project. You creepy, creepy boy. Devotti set up a profile on Tinder asking for models for body painting art. Oh, he's truly terrifying. And believe it or not, he had more than a few successful swipes. In the end, the professional theatre critic found 6 models of various ages who were willing to let him paint their vaginas, including trans, lesbian, and heterosexual women, before making prints of them. Creating more than 100 colourful relief prints, the artist then selected around 30 for a touring exhibition. Devotti said, one of my good friends invited me to an exhibition. I was surprised by what kind of thing could be exhibited. I started to think that some of these things have no reason. They didn't have any meanings, and I'd always been keen to see a vagina. I started to think I should do something that is personal and shocking and can transfer some kind of message. Okay, keen to find out what this message is. I was thinking about what could be interesting. I had the idea of painting vaginas and making prints. People say Tinder is a place to find people, so I did a profile on Tinder. People say Tinder is a place to find people? Are you an alien? Hello, Earthlings. Where do you go about finding people? I'm interested in vaginas. Where would I find some people? You tried Tinder, mate. Okay, what is this Tinder of which you speak? I was quite surprised by the matches. There are all sorts of models, from skinny girls to bigger girls, from ages 20 into their 40s, and any age and size. It was important to me to have a variety, and they were all very different. The message for me is that all ladies are ladies. Right, okay. Great, well done. And I got to see loads of vaginas. Maybe one day they'll let me touch it with something other than a paintbrush. Oh, look at him. He probably also he looks like he makes techno. He looks like he's on the guest list for Panorama Bar. You know, it just Devotee, who lives in Vienna, first appealed for models around a year ago. He did mention the intimate nature of the painting on his Tinder profile. He didn't mention the intimate nature of the painting on his Tinder profile, but over in the DMs, he was honest with everyone who replied to his message. Oh, come on, man. Look, maybe he is a force for good. Maybe he is. All I'm saying is someone should check his hard drive. I just think a cursory glance at his internet history could be worth a go. Devotee met those who were up for the unusual task for coffee before arranging a second meeting at his apartment for the painting. Oh, I'd like to paint your vagina. I developed and had new ideas the more I did, he said, admitting he was initially nervous at the start of the second meeting, but soon relaxed. Mate, it's not you that needs to be worried. You shouldn't be the nervous one. They came up, have a shower, right? They get relaxed. Well, you know, little drink here, and how we do the print depends on the girl. I have different techniques. They sit down and open their legs, and I need to put paint on the vagina. How we get the print, it always changes. Oh, nice dicky bow, mate. Some of them I put on the canvas there, and some of the girls put it there. Or another, they put the canvas on the back of the sofa, and they needed to sit on it. I did some research on professional body paints. I didn't want a lawsuit on my hands if someone had an allergic reaction. I suspect it's not an allergic reaction that will cause the lawsuit, mate. I chose some that would not make any damage. Yep, that's well smart. That is not what I wanted to happen, and we did test on their hands first. After whittling down around 100 prints to the best 30, who are you to judge? Devotee held an exhibition in Berlin before hosting a larger one in Budapest to celebrate Pride Week in June. While he did not name or identify his models, many came to the gallery showing and met each other. Many of the women were at the exhibition, but nobody knew who. Well, they're cute, I guess. It's not really I don't really feel it's the quality of the art here that is the issue. It is the... Oh, God. Look, I would say, if you're going to go around and do it, check to see that he's not secretly filming it. He probably is. And just check to see I don't know, check under his patio on saying it's probably an idea. Find out whether or not he had a history of killing small animals as a child. That's probably something worth looking into as well. And definitely a cursory glance at the hard drive, I think, is probably needed. God bless him, though, I guess, in a way. Right, let's have something else. I need a palate cleanser. Let's have this Willing to Sacrifice by Karma Sync. It's on Cause for Concern's label. Cause for C4C Limited. Wow, Austria is getting slammed in the chat. Frisk saying, when I played in Austria, the promoter lived over the road from the pizza place where the wife had killed 2 of her husbands and put their bodies in the wall and plastered over them. Is that classic Austrian behaviour? I don't know. Mind you, the weirdest stuff does... I mean, Fritzl, Austrian. Hitler, Austrian. That's a worrying trend. Rankins Records this afternoon, of course, 3 p.m. Not a special as such. But I've got some new bits off of Discogs. Well, new old bits. It's a nice old jump up, actually. I'm going to be preparing a Make Jump Up Great Again set as a mix. Compiling the finest oldie worldy jump up. Maybe we can make it great again. Maybe. Some old Joker recording stuff. Oh, old Urban Takeover. Shy Effects, My Style. Oh! Come on. Old Baron. Shit, that's Willing to Sacrifice by Karma Sync. That's a nice bit. Keen on that. Right, woman severs nerve and slashes artery after plunging knife into hand while cutting avocado. Be careful out there, folks. Avocados are dangerous. Avocados getting a bad rap at the moment. There's is it the environmental cost or the human cost of avocados is quite high. I mean, you know, you're getting them shipped in from the other side of the bloody world. Anyway, warning, graphic images. I took the liberty of blurring them, though. So what? Well, I didn't want you to blur them for me. I would like the option to look at them if they're there. Thanks, Rebecca Shepherd, for coddling me. Right, okay. Okay, so there's a Melissa Norgott. Says she severed a nerve. Oh, God, and sliced through an artery. When she accidentally plunged a knife into her hand as she tried to pry the seed out of an avocado. You are an idiot. Everyone knows how you do it. You get a big knife, you go, dunk, and then you can get the rest of it off, and then you go over the bin, and you go, ugh, and the big seed comes out. You can also buy, like, avocado seed removal bloody things if you're the hard of thinking. The 46-year-old, she's not even a millennial. Oh no, it's spreading. The 46-year-old was horrified when the 10-centimetre paring knife slipped and ripped into the flesh of her left hand as she prepared a salad. Salads are dangerous, man. Salads are dangerous. This wouldn't happen with a steak. Anyone else shivering at the thought of it, or just me? Just you, mate. It went halfway through my palm. It made a sound like when the killer stabs someone in a horror movie. Avocado-related lacerations, aka avocado hand, are becoming so common that the British Association of Plastic Reconstructive and Aesthetic Surgeons recently called for safety labels to be placed on the fruit. Man, people are stupid. Melissa, a personal trainer and professional athlete, was rushed... Oh, she's going to be pissed off about this. Was rushed by her parents to an urgent care centre where her wound was stitched up and she was sent home. But mother of two, Melissa, from the US of A, was forced to call an ambulance 45 minutes later as the blood had completely seeped through her bandages. And to think I shit myself the other week when my blood test plaster fell off. Well, that's overdoing it. Look, there you go. That's how you get the thing out. You get a special little doodad, a special tool. Melissa was horrified as an X-ray revealed that she had sliced an artery and severed a digital nerve. A digital nerve? Digital nerve? Is that what they're called? A digital nerve? Okay. Severed an HDMI cable that had been in her hand, leaving her middle and ring fingers without feeling or movement. The professional athlete and fitness trainer underwent surgery to graft her damaged nerve back together under the care of plastic and reconstructive surgeon Dr. Anup Patel of the Orlando Hand Surgery Associates. Oh, that's held up nicely. Yeah, guys, come on, just get it together. Get it to bloody together. It's, oh, yeah, this is... Joe says she's a sex robot. Yeah, come on, if all your cords and your tendons and stuff are all digital and they're all cables and that, then maybe you is. Maybe you is a sexy, sexy robot. Okay, woman accused of murdering husband after seeing bill for adult TV. Potentially understandable. Let's have a look. A woman who shot her husband dead after seeing a bill for a porn channel on their satellite TV bill has claimed her innocence due to her mental state. A court has heard. Patricia Ann Hill, 69, shot husband Frank Hill, 65, who was found wounded inside a shed by police at their home in Pine Bluff, Arkansas, on the 28th of July 2018. A court heard how Patricia flew into a rage. She looks pretty dangerous. When she saw a porn bill, which had apparently already been deleted from the couple's subscription, only for her to find it had been re-added. Oh, was that the real problem? According to a local news outlet, Pine Bluff Commercial, prosecutors explained Patricia had previously cancelled the porn channel, but when she saw it on the bill again, she returned to the house and picked up a pistol, shooting Frank twice as he bent down to pick up objects that were on the floor. Dang. Police arrived on the scene following a 911 call from Patricia, but Frank had suffered fatal gunshot wounds to the upper and lower body. Jesus. Later died in hospital. Officers found a handgun along with a satellite TV bill in the couple's living room. This is mad. They also discovered a shell casing in the shed where Frank had been found. Defense lawyer Bill told the court the couple were basically estranged. He explained how Patricia saw Frank's porn habit as a personal affront to her and her God. Right. Okay, so this is a sort of religiously motivated attack. She told him over and over again to stop. And he said he would, but he went right back to doing it. Because of this, James said Patricia lost her mind after seeing her husband had failed to stop paying for the prawn. And because this doctors would testify... And because of this, doctors would testify as to her mental state at the time of the incident. Patricia Hill is currently being held at the WC Dub, Bracel Adult Detention Centre. Her trial is ongoing. Well, I hope she gets the help she needs. That is a rough deal for Frank, though. All he wanted to do was tug one out. Shot. Dead. R.I.P. Press F to show respect. Right, come on, let's have this Calix and TB bit and then we'll get in the list of mail. He died doing what he loved. Irregular Joe, when he's not name dropping, it's some sort of brag. So I got in trouble the other month with the missus because she found a picture of the suicide girl I used to date. But she didn't shoot me, and it's all good now. It's just a bit extreme. By the way, did you hear I dated a suicide girl? Right, sorry, that's Joe's fault. I'm wheeling that back up. Did you hear I once had sex with a woman? Joe, pick so it didn't happen. Yeah, this is a rowdy little number, isn't it? This is a saucy little bitch. Yikes. Liking that, man. Very, very nice. Alright, Joe, you've called my bluff. No, I don't want to see pics that involve you. Fair enough, alright. Well, yeah. It put me off my oxygen. Alright, yes, Joe, you can post it in the Discord. Yeah, that's a good suggestion. Just emoji out you. I think you can have it set to blur, and then you have to click on it to unblur, you know. Just for the more sort of fragile, easily triggered members, like me. Yeah, this is Calix and TV War Dub. Definitely shoe throw of the week potential, I think. I'm so gay for that, amen. Fucking love it. Listener mail. Send me any bollocks that you have on your mind. Send me any bollocks that you can find. Even if that bollocks that you have on your brain is totally fucking insane. No, thank you so much. Hello and welcome to Listener Mail, the segment of the show where I read out the mad bollocks that you choose to send me. If you want to send me Listener Mail, send it to will@threshold.fm. A new request, send me news stories that way. Send me your funniest news. Send me your dankest memes to will@threshold.fm, and you can give your take on that news story if you wish, and I can, give you props and a shout out and a digital high five for sending it to me. It would just generally make my life better, and I think it'd be fun. Right, okay, so first message is from someone who I thought it said Bassman, but sadly not. That would have been good. Bazman. Hey, Rankin. Been listening since the early Rankin radio days. Please bring back Hardwell's Hardware. The world needs to know what he's been up to since he quit EDM. Does the hardware store have any stock? Well, hey, I tell you, you never know where he might crop up with this whole trance wars situation. You never know when Hardwell is the best DJ in the world, man. He might crop up, and mate, I wonder, be interesting to find out whether or not the hardware store is A, still running, and B, whether or not there's any stock. Hardwell aside, my reason for emailing is I need your worldly advice. I recently lost some weight, or a few quid, as Jim would put it. Yep. Using the seemingly little-known diet of just not stuffing your face the whole time with anything you fancy. Yeah, that is a diet that is not talking about enough. It is a good diet. Obviously, there are many benefits to this, but the downside is now a large part of my wardrobe no longer fits. You are renowned as a dapper gent. It's debatable. So I was wondering if you had any fashion advice for a single 30-somethings man that hates shopping and fashion in general but doesn't want to die alone. Right, okay, that seems like a reasonable request. Love the show, but also miss Jim. Fine. I hope life in the bedsit is treating him well and his Playboy lifestyle on his 16 grand a year salary isn't affecting his health. I think the Frey Bentos pies are probably affecting his health more. Thanks, Bazman. Well, Bazman, thanks for getting in touch, obviously, and thanks for being a long-term listener, first-time caller. Okay, so I started thinking about this, and then I'm on the train yesterday, so I just started writing stuff. So here is Rankin's guide to men in their 30s fashion that I was about to say nobody asked for, but in fact one person asked for, so now everybody's getting it. Okay, fine. Top half, T-shirts, the staple garment of the mid-30s man. Okay, cool. Here are your T-shirt rules. It's hard to beat a well-fitting black T-shirt. Almost any occasion, same with white, but if you're a messy cunt like me, and there are various stains on this, black is probably a better option. Now, you may think any black T-shirt is fine, but the fit is crucially important, as the fit of the T-shirt can make or break the man. Unless you are jacked and ripped, do not wear a T-shirt that is form-fitting to the stomach, okay? Because it will make you look fat, often even if you are not. Okay, and also you're going to have to make sure that the T-shirt is long enough, because if the T-shirt starts above the top, at the top of the trouser, and is also figure hugging there, basically you're on a one-way ticket to becoming an incel. Okay, and you just don't do it. All right, seriously. Primark £3 T-shirt lasts you a couple of years. Honestly, it'd be best £3 you've ever spent, and you're also basically donating money to Satan. So that's kind of cool. Okay, now another rule for T-shirts for men in their 30s, never, ever, no Star Wars T-shirts, okay? This is completely out. No, look, unless you're under the age of 10, no more Star Wars T-shirts, all right? Okay, and even worse than that is a parody Star Wars T-shirt. So Darth Vader behind some decks with a disco ball, you're going to die alone, basically, or you certainly deserve to. Right, look, I'm glad to get that off my chest. But seriously, it will just, honestly, it will make girls' vaginas just dry over. Just, right, okay, no V-necks ever. Also, no V-necks, okay? Long sleeve T-shirt can be acceptable. Andy C, obviously, was a big fat fanatic of the long sleeve T-shirt. Whether or not it will improve your mixing skills, I don't know. Could be worth a try, but yeah, I'd probably stick to something plain. Fine, good, that's T-shirts covered. All right, shirts. If you're going to do a shirt, fine. Just make sure it fits, not too long on the sleeves. Again, not too much around the thing. Much as it pains me to say it, Urban Outfitters, they're all right. Same rules for hoodies and sweatshirts, okay? Fine, that's it. That top half done now, okay? Easy, top half done. Just black T-shirts, fine. Bottom half, okay. Black jeans, again, any situation, fine. Slim fit, okay. Regular fit, fine. Either side of those, you're in trouble. if you're going to the extremes. I mean, you know, are you going to go for those enormous blue bolt ones like from back in the day? It sets a precedent. You know, it's certainly a Luke. Is it the one you want? I don't know. Is it like the, you know, the sort of spray painted on ones? Again, it's a Luke. You're probably not going for a look, are you? If you're asking my fucking advice for fashion, then you're not going for a Luke. You just need reasonable looking man is what you're going for here. Okay. So yeah, you're not trying to attempt a Luke. I can't stress the Luke aspect of it enough. Yeah, so anyway, black jeans will basically cover you in 99% of occasions, probably even do you at a funeral, that a nice, decent fitting pair of black jeans. Okay, now, guys, listen, we need to have a conversation about cargo trousers. Cargo trousers and cargo shorts. Like, seriously, unless you're a tradesman that actually has to put things in pockets, like, it's never, ever acceptable. What do you think you're going to fill those pockets up with? Girls' phone numbers? Probably not. Okay, like if those pockets are not, if you've got cargo shorts or cargo trousers on, and then they're not covered in building materials, and the pockets aren't full of those enormous pencils that carpenters use, you deserve to die alone. Okay, it's that simple. Okay, God Almighty. And what are you going to put in them? Like your vape, your Leatherman, your wraparound Oakley sunglasses with the with the strap bit on? Like, come on, man. Seriously, what's going in them? Your CBD oil, your essential oils? Go fuck yourself. You're going to die alone. Okay, right, good. I'm glad to have got that off my chest as well. Dark blue jeans, also fine. Never light blue. Never stonewashed. Okay, and no jeans with anything weird on them, like bloody diamante studs or embroidery or like rips that have been made in the factory, specifically made rips. Again, look, if you're going for a Luke, you know, if that's your thing, sure. But if you're going for a Luke, you're not going to be looking for Rankin's advice, are you? Right? The objective here is to not die alone, okay? Which I think is a reasonable objective, okay, for male fashion. So what sort of look are you going for? I'm going to a look that will mean I don't die alone. Okay, cool. We can work with that. That's fine. Simple enough. Right. Yeah, I mean, if you're like a New Jersey Guido, like, sure, you can, you know, have the what was that terrible fashion brand that people used to wear? It had all like skulls and diamante stuff on it. Harvey, Ted, was it Ted Harvey? Something Harvey? Tom Hardy? Yeah, Tom Hardy's fashion brand. Awful. Don't know. Something Harvey. Someone help me out with that one. It was all the twats had them. Anyway, right, shoes. Okay, shoes, they're the foundation of the outfit. They touch the ground first. Therefore, you know, it's very important because you can have the whole top and everything looking on fleek. Fleeky as fuck, yeah. But then you're wearing fucking wrong shoes and it all goes to shit, all right? So, look. Again, look, if we can stick with some classics, then we're going to be all right. Okay, guys, look, I know I get easily triggered about stuff, and I know I get het up, and I know I'm just passionate, all right? I'm a passionate man, and I want the best for everybody. I've said this numerous times on the show today. I want the best for everyone. I'm here to help. And, guys, please stop wearing those freaking walking shoes that make you look like you're about to go on a hike up freaking Ben Nevis. Because you're not going for a hike up Ben Nevis. You're walking along the Hove seafront. You probably also got cargo shorts on. I could try and find, like... They look like rock climbing shoes. Men's walking shoes. Like... These. Jesus, guys, stop it. Okay, stop it. You're wearing these just in a normal setting or circumstances. Like, honestly, the dying alone thing is much deserved. Like, man, come on. Like, this state of that. Oh my God. Like, you need to have a word with yourself. Like, seriously, you're walking around looking like a 65-year-old late onset lesbian mum, an androgynous late onset lesbian mum that's had a couple of failed marriages and she's decided she's got no room for another man in her life and she's looking for the companionship. fine. God bless her. You know, now she's got a girlfriend, and I don't know, she eats muff once a year, but they go on a lot of hikes. Yeah, she's got a fleece on, sports watch, short hair. That the look you're going for, is it, guys, lads? Seriously, get a grip. All right, come on. It's not about that life. Anyway, so look, if you're going to do trainers, fine. Nike, Adidas, Reebok, New Balance, Vans. There you go. You can't really go wrong with like a black Vans era. Simple, goes with everything, fine. Nike Air Max, you know, look, you don't have to think about it too much. Simple enough, okay? Stop fucking about and grow up. Deary me. If you wear Skechers, you're going to die alone, okay? Just, oh my God. And then again, any of the, we're going to get into this. And right, any of these high-tech running shoes, you know the type, they're enormous, they're comically oversized, not like the Balenciaga ones. No, that's obviously, if you're wearing those, you're going for a Luke. And I'm not about that Luke life, okay? The enormous, like the running shoes, they're often silver or white, like the dad shoes, you know, dad trainers. Yeah, them. Okay, if you're wearing them combined with a business suit and you're walking to work like that, proper business suit. This applies men and women. You see this all the time. Walking to work with not business shoes, but those bloody ridiculous outsized silver high-tech monstrosities. Like, if that's, you need to have a word with yourself. You need to have a long, hard look at yourself in the mirror and just seriously address some things in your life. They're really comfortable. My work shoes are not very comfortable. Get more comfortable work shoes. Get an inner sole. Fucking big socks. Just, you're killing me. And if you're also combining that business suit, outsized high-tech trainers with a micro scooter to get to work, you can't then be complaining about your uncomfortable shoes if you're on a micro scooter. Swear to God. You're killing me with this. Right, okay, so, right, you're going to die alone. Other shoes that are allowed: desert boots, fine. Red Wings, fine. Black Converse All-Stars, fine. Again, good for almost any situation. Simple, that's it. Okay, there's a selection there that there's, unless you're going to a gala dinner, all right, how many, if you're the sort of person who goes to gala dinners, you don't need my advice, okay? Just, you know, I'm talking about your everyday schmo, okay? Just guys like me. Okay, and look, if you need tips for dating, if you need dating tips, I can offer up dating tips. I've had over 3 girlfriends, and I have one currently, and I've snogged even further women I've snogged over the years, so I just know stuff about this. But look, Bazman, keep it simple. I love you. You know, black jeans, black t-shirt, sorted. Black Vans eras, there you go. Job done. Jobs are good, and you can't, you know, just Steve Jobs it, basically. He wore the same thing for about 40 years. You know, just fine. Okay, good. Right, done. Thanks, Bazman. Great. Right, last bit of listener mail. Oh God, no. Look, let's play another. Ooh. Let's have this remix of Pythias. Mindscape remix of Pythias. Thrawn. Oh, wow. Someone's suggesting wallet on a chain. Yeah, nice. You still wear your Fantasia jacket? Yeah, cool. Stone Island. What about Dungas? Wow. You're really making a statement. Dungas on a 30-something-year-old man is a statement of intent. Okay, yeah, socks. Sorry, I did miss socks. And underwear. Update your underwear at least once a year. Personally, out for a sport fit. Something sort of tight to the leg that ideally doesn't move around too much. Fucking hello. Yeah, socks, obviously depends on the outfit. You know, shorts, you can get some of those pop socks, but don't go on about it. God, this Pythias remix album, it's not really playing fair in terms of shoe throws, is it? This is ridiculous. Mindscape remix of Thrawn by Pythias. Yeah, belt, yeah, fine. Black or brown leather. Don't be weird with it. You're not a cowboy. Unless you are a cowboy, then fine. Again, though, like I say, all things are acceptable if you're going for some sort of a Luke. Yeah, that's Thrawn Mindscape remix by...
Package.
Right, come on, what else are we... Oh, Jesus, it's basically the end of the show. I'm just ranting on about men's fashion and lesbian shoes. Oh, my mum's got a set of them. She's not well, she said she might give lesbianism a try. God bless her. Yes, well, I'd be happy, don't I? I don't know whether it's not worth getting into this, but this is quite mad, quite wild. Greta Thunberg is an ignorant, brainwashed child being abused by adults, says Jeremy Corbyn's brother. Wow, shots fired. Schoolgirl environmental activist Greta Thunberg has been described as suffering mental abuse by manipulative adults by Jeremy Corbyn's brother. Anyway, there's a tweet by him here. It says, listening to an ignorant, brainwashed child is deranged. I'm an actual scientist of physics, meteorology, astrophysics and climate and say that Greta Thunberg, and he's tagged her in there, is wrong and suffers mental abuse from manipulative adults. That's, wow. Facts. Hashtags scientists for truth, weatheraction.com. We're going to give that a read in a bit. Yep, I don't know where to go with that. That's just pretty wild, generally. I mean, he is absolutely taking no prisoners there. Just slamming a child, effectively. A young adult on Twitter. Right, wow, okay, cool. Where to go there. Keep your spouse happy and you'll live longer, scientists say so, and ideally not die alone. You've heard the expression, happy wife, happy life. Well, science may have just backed that up. Good old science. Turns out having a contented and happy wife or husband is going to mean you live longer. You're no shit. A team of psychologists, with nothing better to do, have done a ton of research to back up the common sense idea that keeping your spouse happy is good for you. They found that having a miserable partner, male or female, was likely to make people more inactive and leave them feeling depressed. The research analysed data from 4,400 couples, both married and living together, who reported health, happiness and other factors across an 8-year period. At the end of those 8 years, 16% of those involved in the study had died. And while this was likely to be older, less wealthy and less active men, not less attractive men, it was also more likely that those who reported lower relationship satisfaction. Well, it's not a very big study, is it? And not wildly conclusive, but anyway, bit of fun, happy wife, happy life. Right, let's finish the show. Up next, Combine Radio repeated their recent show. It's fucking good gear, mate. Good gear. So get on over to threshold.fm and listen to that if you want to have 2 hours of basically a really good time. That's my advice. Right, just shout out the VIP list. A collection of wonderful freaking people that are supporting the show and the station with cash. So if you want to help support Threshold and help support Coffee and Memes and keep it going, keep it growing, keep it getting more better and stuff, and to help me have the free time to make more content, more sketches, more decent freaking shit for it, then please don't hesitate to go to threshold.fm and go to donate, and all the details you will need are there, and you get your name read out at the end of every show. So that is Oliver Hooper, Nicholas Goncalves, Tom Ryan, Reece Mosson, Squidgy Beats, Parsons, Pauly Hutton, Ciarán R, Michael Kedzierski, Matthew Tomkins, Dave Long, Joel Potter, Colm Murphy, Sam Howard, Tony J, Richard Patterson, Jack Murphy, Tom Camm, Stephen Harris, Matthieu Boulard, Zara Pickle, Jeroen Van Thunderbutt, Mike Pye, Anthony Walker, Lily Unsub, Richard Franks, Thomas Hall, Chode Ryder, Andrew Heichelbech, John Finison, the BDR Crew, Peter Blatchford, Austin Grief Cooper, Gennady Lightfield, Ryan Glaser, James Parry, Dave Thompson, Hendo Bartendo, Lady Squivington, Liam the Menace Underwood, Dan fucking Morris, a guy with no STDs, Justin Mercer, Ames MC, Josh Williams, Rob Humphrey, Shibby T, Coco Shiva, Dan Elton, Taran Wilmore, Mr. Pope, Dark Progressive Side Trances, and Nicolas Lorcy, Dameon Rayner, Kris Breaks, The Build, Karissa Barthelson, Odin Bates, Lee Fuller, D, Daniel Genvy, Flaxis, Alexander Cassidy, Matt Wright, Dylan Laws, Grant Sullivan, Not That, Tom Robinson, subscribe on YouTube, Greg Cornford, Grace Sellers, Dab Smasher, Connor Smythe, Kevin Kaiser, Chris Shaw, Mr. Happy, the German trance overlord of D&B. Rankin makes uplifting vocal psytrance under the alias Cosmic Waft. Keep your cool tool in the motor pool. Don't let you meet Life and Nick Brock. What a wonderful collection of lobsters. I love you all. Thank you so much for your frickin' support. Right, I'll be back at 3 p.m. for Rankin's Records, playing the best drum and bass vinyl ever pressed. Someone's got to, haven't they? Right, God bless you all. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow morning for Coffee and Memes. Increase the peace, decrease the grief, and don't let your memes be dreams. Okay, I love you. Goodbye.